Happy Monday, everyone. Prices of BTC currently at 93.25. I'm going to do a quick Bitcoin analysis for y'all to show you my thought process. All right, so first things first, yesterday I had put out a short trade in my Advantage community and I actually did get stopped out. So you could see my entry was right here. And what I was thinking was, you know, this ranging was happening and we went up, came back down into the range. Okay, and I thought, all right, you know what, we're probably gonna just go down like this. Okay, but really what happened overnight was my stop got hit right there, as you can see, right? And then, this morning I woke up and I saw, okay, it went up past my target. And the reason I set my stop right here, all right, is because this was just above this wick high and this wick high. So I figured, okay, if we're really gonna, blast off, we're gonna actually go big, okay? And so this morning when I woke up, I saw this. All right, I said, okay, well, it looks like we moved past my stop, came back to retest that stop, meaning this resistance right here, this resistance right there, okay, now it's support. So now we're going to push off even more, all right? And so now I'm currently in a long trade from where my stop was, all right? And my stop now is just under here. Actually, I'm sorry. My trade, I think I entered it somewhere around here, 92.70. And my stop is just under this now, okay? And now I'm moving my targets up here, all right? So my first target is that 9400 resistance. And my second target is the one that I've been talking about for the last couple of times, is where all this liquidity resides, okay? Which is up here, all right? Wait, up here, right there, okay? Remember that we were, hitting this area as rejection right there, resistance, resistance, resistance. So there's a lot of shorts just piled up here, right? Meaning that they're holding down their position, not allowing price to break through, okay? So more than likely, the liquidity sits above all these wicks right here, okay? So that tells me that if we do get up past 9400, the next more appropriate target is around $9600 up here, right? Which would then effectively stop out all the shorts up here. Because remember, like I said, price is going to go and hunt for liquidity as much as it can. And it seems like it's been doing that, for the last couple times right here. Okay. On the 1 hour, let's see what we got on the 1 hour. Okay, so nice little movement right here. All right, so this was a nice double bottom that, price came down, bottomed, pushed back up, double bottom, and now is trying to push back up. Okay, so clean movement right here. Good 1 hour close that we had right there. And now I'm hoping that this next 1 hour candle that just started a minute ago is, going to accelerate that bullishness. All right, and hopefully hit those targets of ours. Okay, 4 hour time frame as well. Right, and I think that's a bit more visible on this chart. Okay, so here's how I see the 4 hour time frame. All right, remember that I told y'all yesterday and 2 days ago that price likes to gravitate towards the monthly opens. Okay, so remember, this was the monthly open in October, right? Let me see if I can make this line a different color. I'll make it blue. So check this out. Okay, so the month of October started right there, basically, right? So you could see price touches right there, moves past it, pulls back down, resistance right there, breaks up above it, comes back, tests it as support for multiple days, breaks down, tests it as resistance again, and then finally near the end of the month, then it blasts through. Okay, so utilizing that monthly open is critical, right? And I stated yesterday that, okay, I'm going to watch this thing right here around the monthly open, and I wanted to long right here. And I actually did, but I got stopped out of my position. Then I thought, you know what? It looks like on the smaller time frames, price does want to break down. And like I showed you earlier, my short was somewhere around this area right here. My stop was just above here. And so now I'm thinking, all right, hopefully this thing, once it flipped my short, okay, then I got into a long and I think, okay, I think this is going to push out a little bit farther if it actually turned this area of resistance into support right there. Okay, so that's really my thought process right now. I think, BTC is going to keep moving up nicely. at least to 9400, maybe a little bit higher, but it remains to be seen exactly, what it wants to do for the longer term. I'm still, bearish. I still do think that price can still come down. Um, though this does look like a flag, I'm not fully convinced that this is a flag. I think, for the most part, again, I've explained this multiple times, but we're still under this resistance of where this initial point of breakdown happened, right? I mean, we're actually farther away now. Um, Unless price somehow closes above this on a 4 hour time frame, like up here around 97, 9800, I'm still not convinced. And on the daily, it's even further. This block right here is around 10,000. Okay, 10,100 to be safe. So you could see we're pretty far from that. Almost a $900 move, right? So we'll have to see exactly how that plays out. Again, I'm still sort of leaning bearish. Let's see how the weekly closed yesterday. Okay, let's check that out. Here, so here's that weekly. Okay, not too bad of a close right there, right? Basically a indecision. The previous week to that was, in my opinion, again, a short squeeze. Price actually hit a critical bottom, stopping out all these people who had, stops right here for longs, and then pushed up. So it grabbed a lot of liquidity before pushing up higher. So, for me, I guess it's a good thing that, it did do that, but is it sustainable and is it going to keep pushing up higher and higher? That's the real question. Okay. I personally don't think it will, but I do think in the shorter term, right? I think in the shorter term, price is going to try to push up a little bit more. And interestingly enough, okay, here was that previous range that I had defined last week, and it stated that this was really the range, this white area right here, where price was sort of moving into, over here. And you can see every time prices come back into the range, it's gotten rejected hard, right? Rejected hard right there, rejected pretty hard right there, and now it's coming back into that same range again, right there. So, we could get rejected right there, but I think we've made enough attempts to at least push up a little bit higher. Okay, so that's sort of what I'm thinking is I think we're going to push up a little bit higher, maybe to about 9400 at the very least, and then pull back down. Okay. So anyway, I just wanted to make that quick analysis for y'all. Hope you have enough things to look forward to now. Um, Volume wise, again, nothing really happening on volume. I mean, you do expect on flags like this to have the volume drop. So, in terms of the bullish case, this is a good sign. The bearish case, again, like I said, still under resistance, still under, major resistance on the weekly as well. I still don't think the market overall has sort of shifted its, you know, um, structure from this lower high, and then potentially another lower high. I just don't see any reason to sort of be bullish on the long term just yet. Okay, so I'm still waiting for my markers down here around 5,500 or so. Eventually, I'm hoping price does come down there. And for those of you who do follow fundamentals, the average cost of mining currently is around, I think, 5,250. So price likes to gravitate towards the average cost production of what it costs to mine Bitcoin. So I don't see why this target right here is not attainable. You know, as per fundamentals and technicals, right? And that's it. All right, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Again, come join Cryptosomniac. You have all these channels right here. If you do want to come join, we do put out, the leverage short and long trades. Like I said, I told you I went into a long right there. As you can see, price was at 92.76 when I entered, and now it's 30 bucks higher. So pretty good trade so far. And then obviously, we don't just show winners, we also show losers. So here's my loser yesterday. Um, in the morning, price actually broke through, hit my stop around 9,300, and then went down further, which is okay with me, to be honest. So yeah, all right. thank you so much for watching. Again, give me a thumbs up if you enjoy my content, and come join our Discord community, folks. The Discord link is just in my YouTube description. All right, cheers.